Welcome back to Ariana's Kitchen. So today we're going to talk about chicken. I want to continue to do videos every couple weeks, give a lot of just basic instruction to you to help you all out. That's what it's all about. Basic knowledge is so important, fundamentals. We talked about knives last time. It was a long video, so I didn't get into a lot of depth, but we'll talk as we go through our different videos. I'll be using different knives and we'll spend a little bit more time with them. So the chicken, we're going to break it down into different parts. Okay, so we're going to continue to break it down, take the leg apart, the thigh, the backbone out, the breast. So basically it comes down to 8 parts. But what we need to do first, and this is a big heavy duty, this is a nice knife, heavy duty Asian style, flat on one end, but it's got some weight to it, very sharp. We're gonna come right down on the side of this backbone right here, and basically go straight down. It comes on one side, and then we're gonna do again on the other side, holding it up. And this way, if you wanna have a good sharp knife, and don't be afraid, let it cut straight down, and we take the backbone out. And that's just like that. There's really nothing to use for this except for stock. I mean, so we can take the backbone right there, then we lay the chicken out, then we look for the breastplate right here. This is where it's centered, right there. You take this knife and get it right centered, and then just push down. And then we can come through. So now we've separated the breast. Now the breast itself, it's got a little cartilage in here. This usually will pop right out. Usually will. Not behaving for me here too much, but it will. This is a little plate. There we go. You get this part out. It was a little rough on that, but this is just part of the chicken breast that you want to remove. And now what we want to do with another knife is just simply take the leg. This is, you can see right there, there's nothing attaching it now. You just basically, with a thinner knife, something that's easy to handle, much smaller, you don't need the weight, just come through right here and separate this. Now on this side here, we didn't get all of this. So this is real time. We didn't get all of the backbone out. So that time I'll use a knife right there to take care of that. So now we're to the thighs. Now one other thing here, I still have a little bit of the backbone on there, but the thigh has a ball joint right there. So you kind of come back in here to take the rest of this out. And then we have a thigh here. And then there's another joint right between the thigh and the leg, almost like a ball joint like that. So you can kind of take this and cut right through there. So now we have our leg and our thigh. We have a breast right here. Again, we come through with the wing joint. Maybe use this guy to kind of cut through there a little bit. The wing joint is kind of like a ball joint too. It almost like pulls itself out. And then with the smaller knife, you can separate that. So you have the wing, and then you have your breast. Now here, I did not do the best job with this big part of the breastplate, so I'm just trimming this off as well. So now we have a boneless chicken breast ready to go. This is part of the wishbone right there. So these come out, these are all pieces that can become stock. And then we just kind of do that again with the second part. Again, look at the leg, get the knife set up right here, push down very nicely, come right through. We've got the leg, we've got the thigh, and then come back to the breast. We'll take this knife right here. So this is where we use 2 different knives. We use one, this is more like a boning knife, which is a lot easier to come through this part. You don't need to really take the big heavy knife, and then we find where the wing joint is, kind of work our way through that. And then it is, I mean, it's just sort of, so what I'm getting caught right there a little bit is another part of the wishbone. So anytime you feel a little bone that's being a little resistant, get the big boy out, make your job a little bit easier, come back to the wing. We'll separate the wing here again, we'll work with the knife. And then we have our other chicken breast right here. You can see obviously the chicken breast is definitely the biggest part of everything I feel around up here. There again is another bone. This is part of the wishbone again. You want to make sure that is removed out. One more piece right here. And then if you want, you can take it one step further and just remove the chicken tenders. And then you have your chicken breast. And now that's breaking down the chicken. Breast here, again, as we talked about in the past, this is a higher part, this is lower. So sometimes you want to pound it out. Or the other thing you can do is with this knife here again, come through, and you kind of do a little fillet right here, not all the way through, but you can open this up, and now you kind of butterfly the chicken breast out. And this is an easier way to cook it more evenly, but now you can take some other components, take a little bit of prosciutto, some cheese, some basil, stuff it if you like. If you want to stuff something, you put it in there, and now let it sit for a while, it'll naturally seal. But that's how you can have fun with chicken. So there you go. Another day, another video. Be well.